If you're a podcast host, listen up, this one's for you. My name is Allie Jackson. I'm the host of Finding Mr. Height, a dating and relationship podcast that I've been doing for 4 years now, sharing my positive and practical approach to dating that's built on my own life experience. And I wanted to share another experience that I've had, my secret behind monetizing my show. It's called Red Circle, and I was just telling my colleague about how much I love their platform. With Red Circle, not only am I getting a seamless hosting experience, but I also love the support I receive in ad sales. It's not just typical ad sales either. It's targeted opportunities based on my show and my life. And the platform is super simple. You just set your preferences and Red Circle matches you with sponsors that align with your show. You can vet every opportunity and their platform gives you great analytics. More recently too, my Red Circle team has brought me opportunities outside of my podcast on social media to really augment the podcast partnerships, bring them full circle. I just can't recommend them enough. If you want to give it a try, go to redcircle.com to get your free trial. That's redcircle.com for a free trial.
Get Certified Together program is created by Technocofe, your free online knowledge sharing website, based out in London.
Can you give a brief idea about ISC2?
Yes, sure. So ISC2 in short is an international organization. It stands for International Information Security Certification Consortium. Right. It is a non-profit organization specialized in training and certifications for cybersecurity professionals. So ISC2 is well known for its certification like CISSP and CCSP. Right. So the role of the organization is to help
Hey everybody, this is Devesh back from my London home, and you're listening to episode number 17 of the Get Certified Together series. This is episode number 2, specifically for the CCSP series, which we started last week. So in the last episode, I discussed about the journey ahead of us for CCSP certification. I covered all the domains, underlay subtopics in each domain as part of the syllabus of the exam. I mentioned about post-certification as well, because remember, it's not only about getting certified and clear the exam. You also need to showcase your knowledge. You need to keep on continuing upgrading your skills if you want to get yourself with this certification for a prolonged period. So you need to update your knowledge. You need to justify your experience as well in the IT or information security. Also, at the end of this episode, I shall be giving you all the information on the topic I'll be covering in the next week's episode. So both you and I can read about it before listening to the next episode next week. Also, I said before, you can find a few topics to read on my website as well. So you can go visit, check out my blogs. I have already written blogs for first domain of the CCSP exam. So all the topics are there. You can just go on, read. And if you want to refer all the subtopics from some other website or from some other documentation, you are free to do that as well. So my website is having my own words, but of course you can refer anything anywhere. Another thing, I told you guys before that I'll try to get hold of some of the experts from information security in the subsequent episode to guide us out on our journey, because both you and I are new to this journey and it will be very helpful for us. Someone comes in who is already certified and help us out. So today I am excited to bring my friend from the industry who is one of the top InfoSec professional in Singapore with immense experience in IT. Top of that, he's certified in industry's highly seek certifications like CISSP, our own CCSP, AWS Cloud, to name a few. So he is having a good experience. He is having a good certification knowledge as well. He is also serving as Secretary and Chief Technical Officer for ISC2 Singapore chapter. I briefed you a bit about ISC2 and what role does it play, this organization play in this certification, as well as in information security as a whole. So I'm grateful for having Zhou Zhi Hao in joining us in this episode and sharing the knowledge with us. Hey Zhou Zhi Hao, how are you?
Yeah, thank you, Divesh, for having me here on your podcast. Okay, so guys, my name is Zhi Hao, based in Singapore. So currently, I'm a security consultant with IBM Singapore, and my role is to provide security consulting services to my local client, mainly in the finance industry. So I'm also an adjunct lecturer in National University of Singapore, teaching cybersecurity as well. So to be involved in the local cybersecurity community, I am appointed as the Secretary and CTO for ISC2 Singapore chapter. And during my free time, I volunteer with Workforce Singapore as volunteer career advisor.
Wow, you also started teaching as well, right? That's great. So what you normally do in your teaching means you go in weekend visit and go to university and teach students or teach already people who are working in the industry and they want to have more knowledge?
Yeah, so the typical my students from the master's degrees courses, also
Mm-hmm.
from professionals from the industry as well, when they
Mm-hmm.
wants to learn more on cybersecurity and they want to take CISSP, for example, they will come to NUS
Mm-hmm.
to sign up for the course. So I'm one of the adjunct lecturer over there, depending on
Wow.
what course. Yeah.
Wow, that's great. That's really awesome. So my audience is basically because if I see analytics, my audience is basically from this part of the world, States and Europe, UK, and you are completely in a different part of world. I was there as well. I believe there must be a different security environment, different way of thinking, how people look over the security and information security as in whole. So hopefully in today's episode, people from this part of world will be getting a better idea about that part of the world, how it works really in Asia and Australia, all those reasons. And you are, I believe, the best guy to help us out to give more visibility on this part as well. But I really want to understand about ISC Square first. I'm a cloud architect. Honestly, I really heard about IC Square from you for the first time when I was there working with you. And many people who are in cloud or who are working in IT as in, they might not be really aware of what is ISC Square really and what role does it play in the information security and how does it deal with CCSP. So can you give a brief idea about ISC Square?
Yeah, sure. So ISC2 in short is an international organization. It stands for International Information Security Certification Consortium, right? It is a non-profit organization specialized in training and certifications for cybersecurity professionals. So ISC2 is well known for its certification like CISSP and CCSP, right? So the role of the organization is to help our members learn, grow, thrive, and to empower security professionals who touch every aspect of information security. So the organization is also committed to educate the general public through the support of the security for cyber safety and
Mhm.
education program.
Okay, awesome. And how can anyone be a member of ISC Square? Is it we need to apply or we need to put in some application? How does it really work? Or someone need to refer other guys?
In For ISC2, there will be two types of membership. One is the professional membership with the ISC2 Min, right? So that one is when you get a certification from ISC2, you are joining the entire worldwide community. Locally, there will be chapters all around the world. Like for example, in Singapore chapter, in London as well, there is a chapter over there.
Yeah.
Depending on the constituency of the local chapter, anyone who is certified or not certified in ISC2 can join as a local chapter member, right? It depends on the country's constituency. So let's take Singapore chapter as an example.
Mhm.
People who are ISC2 certified can join our chapter as a professional member. And whereas if people who are non-certified, you can join us as well, right, as an associate member. In Singapore chapter, we held numerous events, webinars, networking sessions throughout the year for our
Mhm.
members to attain knowledge and for the industry experts to share their views and latest insights at our webinars program.
Okay. If I am, for example, I don't know anything about ISC Square, maybe I have to create a local account while before getting certification. I plan my certification, I schedule it. I get, for example, certified with CCSP. Moment I get certified, I'll be given the certificate and I'll be a CCSP professional. Because I read somewhere that I have to showcase my experience or I have to prove that I am really in this industry. So how does that really work? Who can actually certify that okay, you have done this certification, but you need to prove up as well that you are in IT or you are in information security? How does that really works out?
Okay, basically, when you take an exam with ISC2, these professional exams typically when you are if you want to fully certify, right, you need to have a years of experience. In CCSP, you need to have a cloud security experience prior to taking the exam. Again, they don't stop you from taking the exam. you can take the exam and pass. But the second phase of the endorsements comes in for your experience. So in order to be a fully certified CCSP professional, you will need to have a working experience in the cloud security domains for 5 years. So in the sense that if you do not have that experience upon passing your exam, you are known as a associate of ISC Square. From that time onwards, you can clock your working experience, and after that, be a fully certified professional. So after you get by then you already passed your exam. You do not need to take the exam again.
Oh, okay, really. So I can give my certification exam, I can pass it, even though if I don't have experience. And subsequently, when I have enough experience, my category of the exam will be changed from associate to professional. Is it right?
Yes, that's right. That's right.
Okay, that's awesome then. And just now you mentioned need to showcase in cloud security. So is it different if I am a cloud architect or I'm working as a cloud engineer? Is it different than having experience in cloud security? How ISC Square visualize both things? Do they treat both as equivalent, or cloud security is specifically the aspects related to security of cloud, not the day-to-day cloud operations or day-to-day cloud work?
Okay, so what you have doing cloud architect, right? So you also take care of some aspects of security, not just
Correct.
purely on cloud computing, but rather you also need to take care of the IAM portion of cloud computing as well.
That's
So
true.
indirectly, I mean, maybe you don't know obvious, but you have been touching security as you progress your career in cloud computing, the shared responsibility, native cloud security, all this, right? In the sense that there are also different domains of cloud security in CCSP as well. Cloud architecting is one of them.
Yes, correct.
Yep.
Okay. Means even though I may be working day to day and doing those security aspect, covering those security aspects as well, maybe I'm not using correct terminologies. I'm not really going into deep what I am doing as part of security, but one way or another, I am already in my day-to-day work must be touching some aspects of security, and CCSP actually enhances those. It makes sure that what you are doing, you should really know in detail, in deep knowledge, really doing when you are working day to day, and how you are ensuring or improving your security posture of your cloud infrastructure on which you are working, be it private, public, or hybrid.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
yeah, I really want to know about CompTIA. I know we discussed this before as well when we were working together. So is CompTIA a different organization itself, or it's part of ISC Square, or what is CompTIA? Means I have already covered CompTIA related topics in my same podcast series, but to be honest, I really never touched upon this point, and maybe it's my bad that to my listeners that I never told them as well what is really CompTIA and what's the role of it or how it is related to ISC Square. But now we are moving to CCSP, then I think it's a good segue to discuss that as well. What is CompTIA actually? What role does CompTIA play? And maybe something about the Security Plus certification as well. What's your view on that?
Okay, so basically, CompTIA and ISC Square is two different organizations. Both CompTIA and ISC Square are certification bodies which provide certification to whoever took their exam, right? So in my opinion, CompTIA provides certifications, not only covers information security, but they offer other IT certification as well. Whereas all ISC Square certifications are focusing on information security primarily, right? So for CompTIA certification, you do not need a professional experience in order to be certified. ISC Square certification do need you to have certain years of experience, endorsement of another certified professional, for you to achieve the certification. So ISC Square recently launched a new certification called Certified in Cybersecurity, in short, CC, targeting juniors and those who are new in the information security domain.
That's great. Maybe I'll put this information in show notes as well. So this is for, if I should say, fresher or newly graduates who want to come into, or even experienced professional who want to switch from their existing profile to cybersecurity or to information security. So this is a new, say, beginner level certification, is it?
Yes, that's right. So we have
Wow.
just launched this program. I mean, this certification to target people to come into the industry. As we know, in the world there is a shortage of security professionals. This is to help them, enable them to be able to pick up quickly in the domain.
Wow. Okay, moving to CCSP, we know that it is covering a lot of topics, everything related to cloud security as in whole. So, but why should really someone be getting certification in CCSP? Is it really like must to have if you want to switch from a cloud architect, or you maybe someone is working in traditional information security, or someone is working as a cloud architect, they want to move to cloud security because all our workloads or our application, most of them, they are moving from on-prem traditional data centers to a cloud infrastructure based model. So how important is it to get certified? Means cloud security as in topic or as in general knowledge is a must to have for everyone these days. But how important is it to get certified in CCSP? Is it really a must to have certification? What's your view on that?
So first of all, CCSP in short stands for a Certified Cloud Security Professional. This is a certification that's focused on cloud security. So recently, with the rapid adoption of the cloud, this certification is gaining a lot of traction and highly sought after by hiring companies, because most of the companies are having a rapid adoption of cloud. So CCSP actually covers all aspects of cloud security. And just to name a few, cloud data security, cloud application security, cloud security operations, cloud platform and infra security, and etc. Having a CCSP certification shows that you have the advanced technical skills and the knowledge to design, manage, and secure the data, including applications and infrastructure in the cloud, using best practices, policies, and procedures. Annual salary survey conducted by Certification Magazine, CCSP is the #1 ranked certification that IT professional plans to achieve next in their career.
Oh, really? If I be blunt here, then I'll be getting more pay, right? If I get certified, that's what you
Yeah.
said. Okay, so back to the same topic, you touched it upon as well. And I really want to again understand how someone can prove their experience. If I'm working day to day in IT or in information security or any field related to maybe cloud as in whole, what information should I present to ISC Square to make them understand that I am in this field for, like you mentioned, 5 years or 3 years? What actually they check? Do they need some certificate from my organization? Do they need some letter of my duties? How exactly they ensure that your certification is valid, and how can I prove it to IC Square?
Okay, so basically, upon passing your exam, you will go through, and let's say you have declared that you have 5 years of experience. So after passing your exam, you will be placed in the endorsement program. Endorsement program will allows you to submit your proof of experience to ISC Square, your CV, your supervisor's details, their
Okay.
contacts, so that during audit they will check with your supervisors whether this guy has performed these all these actions or these experience. So it also needs you also need another ISC Square professional to endorse you. Like for example,
Okay.
if you have a senior in your company who is a ISC Square certified, you can get him to attest to your knowledge, to attest to your experience. So the ISC Square will take all this into consideration before granting you the full professional certification.
Okay, and just to check again, this senior member or this professional you mentioned, he must be a CCSP certified himself, or can be anything, can be CISSP, or can be any professional.
He can be any any certification holder, as long as it is from ISC Square.
Oh, okay. So no need to be like you need to find another CCSP professional. Can be anything which IC Square treats as approved and professional in their terms. Then that person can actually endorse you once you have
Yes, correct.
CCSP. Okay.
That's right. That's right.
And you yourself have given the exam, right? When you give, is it this year or last year?
Oh, I took the CCSP 2 years back.
Oh, 2 years back. So all the topics and syllabus are the same, or any change since then? Just want to
So
understand.
there is only a slight difference in the syllabus. change.
Okay.
So
Okay.
always take the latest edition when you are studying for the exam.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yep.
Maybe my next episode, guys, I will check myself whether the topics which I mentioned in last episode are the latest one. But for sure, this is a good. See, that's why I was telling you guys that we should be having expert in our podcast episodes as well, because these are the few pointers which we sometimes miss. I myself is studying for the first time, so it's good to have. I'll just check whether I'm using the correct syllabus for the certification. And how about preparation efforts? I am from cloud background. For me, maybe like we discussed just now, that some parts maybe I am in my day-to-day work is indirectly touching up, which are related to security. So for me, maybe a bit easier, but someone who is completely starting from scratch, maybe learning cloud as in first step and now learning about cloud security as well. So what should be a preparation effort we can think over? Is it like 6 months, or how much time or how much day-to-day effort someone have to put in to prepare for this exam?
Okay, so in my opinion, right, the main preparation method for CCSP is through professional working experience in the cloud security realm. Also, you can by reading the official study guide, it enables one to have the foundational knowledge of the domain, which in time needs to be complemented by real life experience. Yep.
Okay.
So there will be a lot of articles out there through
Mm-hmm.
social media, through LinkedIn. People will always post new topics on cloud security.
Mm-hmm.
So all those are avenues and information that you need to build up your knowledge.
Okay. And just to understand, maybe while discussing on the knowledge part itself, is it a exam where you can expect maybe practical questions as well, or it's more of a theory exam? For example, by practical question, I mean in CompTIA, for example, when I was giving the exam, I had few of the scenarios, few of the questions where I can really see a network layout, and I was supposed to identify what kind of attack is happening during this time, or which port should be unable to stop this kind of traffic. So there was some real world practical questions as well. So in CCSP, does it have similar kind of conceptual questions as well, the real practical one, or it's more of a theory?
Yep. So CCSP, I would say is more towards a scenario kind of questions. So sometimes you will be getting questions very technical, like what is needed and in the cloud security configuration, all this. But those are minimal. Most of
Mm-hmm.
them are in a scenario based. They give you a real life example. I mean, a real life scenario of a program. How
Mm-hmm.
do you apply security, and what is the best answer you can give, right? So all the trickiest part is that in the multiple choice, there are four choices. So all the
Okay.
four choices are correct. So what is
Oh,
the best out of the four? So that's the trickiest part.
yeah. I mean, it's all four will be sounding same, but you need to find the best solution.
Yes,
May-
correct.
Oh, okay. So, is it like a whole exam is like this, or few questions will, or few straightforward questions will also be there?
You seldom see straightforward questions, but most of them will be this kind. Yeah.
Oh,
So
wow.
this is to train you to have to make sure
Mm-hmm.
that you know what is best for which
Mm-hmm.
scenarios.
Okay, okay. So
Yeah.
it's not only that you know the answer or you know the solution, it's about based on the current situation, what should be the best solution forward.
So therefore I back to the first point I mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
In order to score this, right, a professional working experience is needed and is beneficial because through working experience you know what is the best in which kind of scenarios.
Okay, okay. Now, when we were discussing about ISC Square, you mentioned that it is provide a good certification exams. It help in conducting everything, and of course, those webinars and conferences which happen in your local chapter. It's really good to keep yourself updated as a source of knowledge and as a source of information. Beside this, specifically from exam perspective, does IC Square have some documentation or open source, open free to available reading or study guide for any exam or any information security concept as in whole, for anyone to come in and have a look around, have to so that they can learn? So does IC Square also provide the source of knowledge or source of information?
Yes, so they publish official study guide. So study guide you can purchase off ISC Square. I mean, from Cybex as well. There are third parties publisher
Mm-hmm.
out there. They will release this kind of study guide. So
Mm-hmm.
from there, you will roughly know what is the foundational knowledge
Mm-hmm.
that is needed. And
Okay.
also, ISC Square will have forums and information at their webpage as well. You can visit there to get a feel of what is CCSP about and all those. Yeah.
Okay. How about, because you are in the same domain and you are working day to day, you might be facing many challenges across your work. That's a practical knowledge. And because you already have experience, but any other source of knowledge which you yourself for your own, I should say, knowledge upgradation, or keep yourself updated with what's latest happening, because I believe information security is changing rapidly. There are a lot of new ways of attack coming daily in the news. We have seen a lot of breach happening. It's more of like a normal, and even in the latest what's happening in Europe, there is a lot of discussion about cyber attack, or what will happen if say someone actually disconnect the whole United Kingdom as a country from internet. What are the implications? So a lot of direct or indirect cyber warfares are also in discussion. They are happening, maybe not publicly in front of our eyes. So how you keep yourself updated? Any good channel, or is there any good maybe Twitter feed, or how you normally keep yourself updated in what's happening day to day? How you keep yourself in touch with that information?
Yep. So mainly the information will come from the news feeds, right? So like you subscribe to a Facebook page, they are updating on the security news that is happening every day. There are a lot of channels doing that as well, right? Including Twitter feeds as well. The problem is that there are a lot of information security news every single day. Every day there will be people getting hacked, organization getting hacked, and
Mm-hmm.
all these information releases, information leak, all this. It is important to keep updated of this and in their agenda, right? So
Mm-hmm.
you need to understand how can all this be prevented. It is good that sometimes I gain my knowledge through vendor talks, right? So let's say I'm attending a vendor's presentation on their security solutions. They will also explain how their solutions cater and prevent this kind of attacks, because they know the latest trend, right? So to keep
Yes.
themselves up in the market, they will need to know what is the current attack trends,
Mm-hmm.
security trends, and the entire landscape. From there, they will have the technology good to mitigate and to counter this kind of attack. Through this kind of vendor presentation, I
Mm-hmm.
personally feel that it is beneficial.
No, that's true. That's, of course, it's true, because they are actually building the solution to handle these kind of scenarios, these kind of situations. And because
Yes.
they are building their product alongside that, so they always will have updated security posture will be there in their product. They will be having updated solution design, how their product is really tackling all these issues. And I believe it's good for our listeners as well. You can just go around, check all these security vendors or security service providers, and on their website itself they have these use cases, and they have some open freely available documentation as well, where they just brief out about their product and how their product is actually helping some organization. So it's actually a good suggestion here that you guys can check those product information out, and using that product information, maybe you don't go in detail about how that product itself is working, but you will get a good idea how that product is handling the situation, how it's resolving that whole problem statement, which is part of, again, this CCSP exam or information security as in whole. We will be having a situation, and we as an engineer, we as an architect should know how to resolve that, how to just get out our organization from that mess. So that's a great suggestion here. Maybe I missed one part, just now I remember. I want to check with you for CCSP exam. Is it, I'm sure it's not, but just to have a your view as well, is it a cloud vendor specific? I'm sure it's ISC squared shouldn't be linking up with a specific vendor, right? It's generic for all the cloud service provider.
Yes, correct. So in actual fact, all ISC Square certification are vendor agnostic. So we are not like for example Cisco, CCNA, all these are vendors specific certification,
Mhm.
whereas ISC2 is a vendor agnostic. So we always emphasize on the foundational knowledge, right, rather than specific vendor knowledge.
Yeah, and that's why I also felt that it's a good to have certification, because if you go for a vendor specific certification, maybe in your next role or in next organization, or maybe by the time you all get certified, that vendor itself have released a new product and the one on which you worked upon, studied upon is no more in the market. So it's always good to have a generic certification as well, which covers everything and which is common for all. So that gives a good platform for anyone to work upon.
Yes, exactly.
I have covered whatever I had in mind for my today's episode, all the questions. Thank you, Chihao, for coming in, helping us out. And I need your help here because we are starting this journey. Maybe I'll bring you again in some of the other episode. If we have any doubt, if our listeners have some doubt related to any topic, I'll request you to you come in again and help us out. So please be there for us. And one more thing, if people really want to follow you, if people want to find out who you are, where you are, can they send you request on LinkedIn or can they follow you on the Twitter? Which social media you are available in for the professionals? So someone who really want to seek you for information or any help related to security as in whole, where can they best find you? Is it on LinkedIn?
Yeah, definitely. If anyone wants to link me up, you can search for my name in LinkedIn. I should be appearing there, and I'm also happy to help. Everyone that do you have any queries that you can post to me? Feel free to drop me a LinkedIn message and or approach Divesh. Then we can have another session of podcast to talk about the queries. Right?
That's great.
Thanks.
That's great, bro. Thank you. Okay, in my next episode, I will cover the following topics: understanding cloud computing concept, brief about characteristic basic building blocks, describing cloud referent architecture, brief about cloud types and service model, and understand security concepts relevant to cloud computing. So it will cover everything related to security risk, IAM, hypervisor, network security, which Chiha also mentioned that those are the things which directly or indirectly anyone who is working on cloud must be already aware of. But we have to revisit those topics again from the viewpoint of a security professional, and how really someone have to ensure that those all aspects are secured, and what are different ways in which you may have a security attack on those different components or different stack of the cloud. In my show notes, I will put all the information which we covered today, as well as information about Chihao. And thank you, Chihao, for coming in. Thank you for helping us out today. And hopefully we will get in touch soon again about more topics and more discussion about information security as in whole, not about CCSP only, maybe whole information security. It's good to always have experts on our channel.
Thank you. Thank you for having me here, and I'm happy to be there. Yep. Thanks.
Thank you for listening to Get Certified Together. If you loved our content, then please like and subscribe from your favorite podcast platform so you don't miss the notification for our next episodes and announcements.
If you're a podcast host, listen up, this one's for you. My name is Allie Jackson. I'm the host of Finding Mr. Height, a dating and relationship podcast that I've been doing for 4 years now, sharing my positive and practical approach to dating that's built on my own life experience. And I wanted to share another experience that I've had, my secret behind monetizing my show. It's called Red Circle, and I was just telling my colleague about how much I love their platform. With Red Circle, not only am I getting a seamless hosting experience, but I also love the support I receive in ad sales. It's not just typical ad sales either. It's targeted opportunities based on my show and my life. And the platform is super simple. You just set your preferences and Red Circle matches you with sponsors that align with your show. You can vet every opportunity and their platform gives you great analytics. More recently too, my Red Circle team has brought me opportunities outside of my podcast on social media to really augment the podcast partnerships, bring them full circle. I just can't recommend them enough. If you want to give it a try, go to redcircle.com to get your free trial. That's redcircle.com for a free trial.